Yo, what's up, guys? You're welcome back to Crypto Delver. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about another order types, which is the scaled order. Okay, so in the previous video, we have actually spoken about several of them. We've talked about limits and so on and so forth. So, in this video, we're going to be focusing on scaled order, and as you can see on my screen, here is what is called scaled order. So now, first of all, this is Ethereum chart, and I'm making use of Binance to make this video. So now, first of all, you need to understand that apart from limit markets, stop limit, stop markets, trailing OCO, TWAP, there's also one that is called scaled order. Actually, this is going to be the last order type we're going to be talking about, and from subsequent videos we're going to advance to other advanced levels. Okay, so but this is very basic for you to understand what you are doing when it comes to trading, so I want you to just pay attention. So this scaled order is actually a very interesting one, I must say, because it helps you to buy within a period of time. So we're going to talk about what it is, we're going to talk about advantage of using it, and if possible also the disadvantage that is involved. Okay, so now the first thing is, what is scaled order? So scaled order is a type of order type that gives you the opportunity to buy within a particular range. Okay, it's as simple as that. So instead of just buying at once, it helps you to buy within a particular range. And mind you, there's a little difference between scaled order and the TWAP, which I've already explained. So TWAP, which is the time weighted average price, okay, it buys as time goes on, but scaled order, it splits your capital into a particular amount and buys for you. All right, okay, now look at it here. You need to understand something, that once you pull up your scaled order, you're going to see the interface here. So here we have the first one that says lower price, the next one says upper price, then we have the size. Okay, so one after the other. The lower price is, as the name implies, the lower price you want to start from. So because this scaled order involves buying within a range. So currently the current price of Ethereum is 1955. Okay, so from the current price you can see that is 1955. So you can take this 1955 as the lower price, and probably set 2005 as the upper price. So now that is actually what it's like. So now, first of all, you set your lower price. Let me say I'm using 1000. Okay, let me just say 1009. Then the next one, let me say I'm using the upper price to be 2000. Now mind you, if you are using something lower than the market price, it's going to start executing for you already. Okay, because what this thing does is it checks, okay, this is the price range, and now it checks how much of Ethereum are you planning to buy. Okay, let me say I want to buy, okay, let me say I want to use all the funds I have in my wallet. So let me just drag it. So let me say I want to use all the funds I have in my wallet. So you can just set how much Ethereum you want to buy, the size of Ethereum you want to buy. So you can just any amount of Ethereum you want to buy. Okay, so once you set the size of Ethereum you want, okay, now let's take a look at it again. So looking at the amount of Ethereum you want to buy. So first of all, you have to make sure you take note of the amount you have in your wallet. So let's say I have 19.6 USDT. So that means you have to know how much Ethereum this thing has to buy. So if you select something like 1 Ethereum, you discover that 1 Ethereum is 1953. So you can't even use this amount to buy 1 Ethereum. So once you click on preview, it will tell you enter a correct order quantity, because okay, if you select, okay, even if you select twice, two, it will tell you insufficient account balance, because you are selecting 1 Ethereum and you have 19 point something to buy. So you're going to just do the normal maths. I think this 19 point something should be able to buy around 0.01. Okay, all right. Now the next thing you need to understand is, you need to understand the concept of this lower price and upper price. Now what this thing tells you is that, first of all, the lower price is 1900 as I've set here, and the current market price is 1950 something. Okay, so that means this very one will not fill until the price comes down, but this one that is above the market price will automatically fill, because this makes use of limit order to execute the price. Okay, so when the market, when you have a price, a particular price that is above the market price, you know how limit order works, and you are buying, it's going to buy immediately, while the remaining one that is below is going to wait till the market comes down to that point. So it's very useful. Now the next thing you need to understand is this order count. So order count stands for, is a kind of a way to determine how much you want to split it. Okay, so I've said that okay, between 1900 and 2000, split into two. So what it's going to do is very simple. It's going to divide the amount I'm going to buy. So you can see here I have 0.01, so that means it's going to divide it into two, which is going to make it 0.005. okay, that's what it means. So now if I select, probably I want to split it even into smaller portion, I can just select 4. okay, so I can just select 4, and it says minimum quantity is this. So yeah, so just make sure that you have the right quantity when you're trading, okay, and so on and so forth. So this thing helps you to split it into a particular amount. I can also select 3 depending on my choice. Okay, it says insufficient balance, unable to trade. So let's see why it says insufficient balance. So now, because why it says insufficient balance is because I think, let me find out the reason, but let's try to place this order first. So now when you try to place this order, you're going to discover that okay, this very first one is going to fill up immediately, but I don't want it to fill up immediately. So let me reset this to 1008, and then let me reset this one to 1009. okay, so now let's click on preview. So now you see, yeah, it works. So it tells you that okay, I splitted this into 3 because I chose 3 counts, other counts. First one 0.33, 0.033, and so on and so forth. This is actually how it's going to execute. And because I chose between 1008 and 1009, you can see the first one will be 1008, the next one will be 50 up, that is 1850, the next one will be 1009. So when the price is coming down, this is how it will keep buying for me. So you discover that it helps you to set multiple buying price at the same time. Okay, all right, so this is actually how to do that. So you can now see that you can also split it into more quantity, but mind you, let me try to split it into 4. Mind you, there's what they call minimum buying balance. Okay, so remember that you have minimum buying balance that is permittable, that is permitted. For example, now you have to trade minimum of $5. So once the splitting makes it less than $5, it will tell you insufficient. So, and that is exactly why it shows insufficient here. So as you can see here now, so this is actually how to do that. Now when I place this order, I review and I confirm. So what do you think happens? Come down to this place, you're going to see all the orders here. So you can now see that the price is 1009, 1008, and 1850. So why is it sets according to this order is because the current market price is 1950. okay, so first of all, when it's coming down, it's going to come down to 1009, and this very one will fill. When it continues coming down, this one will fill, and so on and so forth. So this is actually how to make use of the scaled order type. So it's a very useful one. The same thing applies if you want to sell. Okay, so let me just quickly cancel all of this. I'm not doing that right now, so I want to use this for that video. So that is that, and everything you need to know is already covered. So now, advantage and disadvantages. There are so many advantages. Number one is what I've just explained. It helps you to set multiple buying order or selling order. Okay, so this helps you to manage your funds, and also to manage unnecessary fee, and then to prevent the time you spend on the screen. Okay, then it helps you because when you look at it, you discover that when you're able to set multiple prices at different locations, you don't really have to worry about how market moves. No matter how fast it moves, it helps you to buy, and that's that. Then in terms of the disadvantage of using this, I really don't think there's any serious disadvantage. Though the only disadvantage that is visible now is that it's possible for you to set it without the price coming down to that point. If it doesn't come down, it will not buy for you. Okay, and the volatility of the market can also affect it. So volatility can also affect it. So if it's too volatile, it may not be able to fill your order. Okay, but overall, this is a very wonderful and game-changing order type. So make sure you explore it, and let me know if you have any question in the comment section. So that will be all for this video. See you in the next video, where I'll be talking about other things about crypto. We're going to be exploring blockchain. We're going to be exploring different tools you can use in crypto. We are going to do technical analysis, look at the indicators you use for technical analysis. We're going to be exploring a good number of things here, so make sure you stick around as new videos will be dropping regularly. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.